Yeah.
Anyway, so tell me about the job search now. So when you landed, you said you didn't have any issues in the plane. You were fine. You were kosher. Like you were fine. Like you're balling, right? Now you land in UAE. You land in UAE. You said immediately you go about searching for a job, right?
Actually, something happened before.
Okay, before you landed, or
before the job? No, after I landed.
Right.
Something happened.
Okay.
The hotel the guy booked for me, we couldn't find a hotel in UAE.
You couldn't find it?
Yeah. So the location he gave me.
How's that possible? Like it didn't exist?
I don't. It didn't exist.
The hotel didn't exist?
Up to now, we can't find the place.
Wow.
So it was a location. We put it in the map. There was a taxi, so I took the taxi, dropped me off, and the building it took me to, it was uncompleted. See,
wait, and this person was supposed to be a Ghanaian, or what? Who was this person?
Yeah, he's a Ghanaian, Ghanaian agent.
And you met the person when you go to the.
He didn't come to see me because he said he was tired.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I got there without internet. I couldn't chat him when I got to the building. So I asked there was a security guy who had Wi-Fi to the place. So he gave me the password. I searched the location. Still, I couldn't find it. Yeah. And I was there with my bags by the roadside, moving around just to see. And the whole place, there were no hotels over there.
So where did you sleep that night?
Actually, I went back to the airport because there was internet there.
Okay.
And I sent the guy a message
how far was that from where? Sorry, how far was that from where you went?
It was far.
Okay.
And by then I changed dollars into UAE dirhams.
Okay.
So I had cash on me. It helped me to move around.
Okay.
And I went back to the airport, called the guy. Then he booked another hotel. And I was tired at that time. And the hotel said, I went to see him. Then he booked another hotel. And the hotel said, I can't check in until 12. And I said no.
12 what?
I went there.
12 midnight? Oh, what?
12
noon. What time did you arrive?
Actually, in the morning, like 5 a.m.
And you left Ghana at what time?
Maybe 4.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Is it 4? Yeah, 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So I went to see him. And he booked another hotel. Then when I checked in, there was Wi-Fi there. So I tried the guy for the job. And later in the day, I went to see him. We spoke. He said there is a job offer for pool attendant. It's a government job. And since I have only 1 month visa, and it's a government job, it's possible that I'll get my visa very early. You understand? So I said, okay. And he said he was going to take 3,000 UAE dirhams, which is by then almost 4K.
Okay, so
more than 4K.
So before you got to, I think you are trying to, before you got to the to this, you said that was a government job, right? Which one was a government job? The full job or which one?
The full job. The guy promised me that there is a job. There is a job offer.
Okay.
For a government company, yeah.
Okay. So before that, you had a factory job, didn't you?
Actually, he promised me that, but then I never got that job.
You never got that job? I was
waiting for him to take. I never got it.
Oh, okay. I thought you started. Okay. You didn't start that job at all.
He just promised me. He told me the amount I will be paying. So I said, okay. So I gave him the money.
You paid him the money for the factory job?
Yeah. He's an agent who helps you search a job.
Yeah, so he charges.
Yeah, he charges for it. Yeah.
He charges for one service, or he charges for the whole package, or what? How does he? What's?
Actually, he had a bed space, and the bed space is like, SHS. You have one dorm, with the beds.
Right.
So he rents a flat, and he has these beds in. So when you want a down bed, it's like 400. But if you want the down bed is 500. If you want the top bed, it's 400. So I booked the hotel for 3 days. It was expensive, so I had to move out. So I went to his bed space, his flat, and I went to meet a lot of people.
Of different nationalities, or mostly Ghanaians?
Mostly Ghanaians.
Okay.
In the room.
Okay.
So I got there, I went to speak to him, and he said, okay, then you just have to wait for him to tell you there's an interview for you to go. Understand? And I waited.
How many days?
For, I think, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, okay.
Yeah. And I had 1 month visa.
Okay.
So I was left with 2 weeks more.
How did you feel at that point?
Actually, I wasn't worried because I had money to renew the visa. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And one day, one guy was supposed to take some guys to interview, and nobody wanted to go. So he said, okay, I should join. I should just go with the guy and see what happened. And it was a security company. So I got there, I spoke to the guy, and immediately he hired me.
Okay.
So I came back. They told me I should come the next day. So, hey, I came to meet people, and now I'm the one leaving. I just got a job. So everybody was happy for me, but I wasn't happy because I was leaving the place. And, I loved the environment, being with them. I made some friends, so leaving them like that was some way for me. But then, that's what we came here for. So I had to leave. And I left. I started job the next day. And I was there maybe a few hours to closing, for us to close. One guy came to me and told me about the problem in the company. Told me that the company is having a problem with the government, so they don't do the visa for you. And that was the one thing I needed. See? And they also told me...
Okay, go on, I'm listening to you.
They told me that my first month of work, they won't pay me.
Wow.
So they will pay me. Yeah, they will pay me for the next one. So I said, after I heard that news, I called the agent and I told him, hey,
you told him you won't do it
I need a visa. Yeah. So he said I should wait and get the experience. He's applying for another security company for me, even though he had promised me the full attendant job. So I stayed for some days, and that I can say that in all my days in UAE, that was the time I don't want to say depressed, but I was really down. Because at
the company, the security, where you were the security, right?
Yeah. I was like, when I go to the room, my mind. But I usually listen to this motivational speaker, so I immediately turn on them to listen and give myself, some boost. So the next day I said, hey, let me go to work with a positive attitude. So then I started thinking of what to do next. So after some few days, I realized that it wasn't going to help because everybody in the company was like, they were looking at me as if we want to leave and you are now coming in. You understand? So one night I just packed my bag, told no one, and I left. And they took my passport also, so I had to find a way to go and get it back. I went there, I took it. They didn't want to give it to me, but I told them that I was going to renew my visa. Because they told me I should renew my visa before they made the extended one for me. So I said, okay, I'm going to renew it. Then they gave me the location, I went for it, and they didn't hear from me again. So then, after some few...
Okay, go on.
After some few days, the guy sent me and another guy to another company. That was a warehouse job. This company vans. They have this sticker on it. Yeah, you have to remove the sticker from the van and they will put a new one. And these stickers have been on the car for a long time and there is no machine for you. So you use the cutter to get some part off, then you peel it with your fingers. So when we got there, the environment, the place was dirty. Like, actually, I made a video of the washroom, but I deleted it. It was like, really, I never saw anywhere in Ghana like that.
Oh, wow. Even Ghana wasn't that bad.
Actually, anywhere in Ghana that you see that much dirt is outside the home, not within the home. But this was within
inside.
The working area. And so I didn't want to be there. That day, they asked us for our passports. I had mine with me, but I told him I didn't bring it. And he said, okay, then we should go and bring it the next day. I didn't go again.
You didn't go again. So at what point did you get the
full
job? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, so I was waiting for the guy. I realized that he wasn't giving me any good feedback and my time was just going and I didn't have money also. So I started applying for jobs online by myself.
Okay.
I got a website that when you go there, you see the company, the positions they want, and their email. Okay. So I made a lot of CVs, different CVs. So when I see you, I just send the email, send. And luckily, the company he promised me, which was the full company, I applied for it online. And one day I was there, they called me and they said there is this job offer for full attendant. The salary was this. So would I like to take it? And I said yes. So they called me for an exams. I went to take it. And after some weeks, they called for medicals and interview. I passed the interview and the medicals. Then after some weeks again, they called me for the job. And a whole lot of things happened within that time.
Yeah, within that time. I was going to ask, how did you cope within that period of waiting, like for them to respond to you? What were you doing to keep yourself busy?
I made some friends.
Okay.
Helping ourselves when it came to feeding, and the place was lively. So in the evening, we just go out to the field to play football and all that. Then we just come home. We sleep very late, so we wake up late also. We sleep maybe 2 a.m. Then we wake up maybe the next day, like that. So like that. And the guy wasn't paying, the agent who owned the flat wasn't paying the fees, the rent. So they cut off the AC. And in UAE, and it's
quite warm. Yeah, that's temperatures are quite
very
high.
warm. It's very hot. Very, very, very hot.